Good morning. You are welcome in AI with Rao, and let's make AI simple. And in this journey, the fourth day, we are going to know the most vital concept in machine learning is data. This is called fuel of the machine learning. These are the topics we are going to cover, that what is label, what is feature, okay, why garbage in and garbage out, okay, why like why more data beats the fancy model, and feature engineering, the real magic. So let's start with the first thing, and that is nothing else but data. Data is called fuel of machine learning. If machine learning is an engine, then data is the fuel. Better quality fuel you will provide into the engine will give better mileage. You got the point? Okay, so one most important thing that we need to learn, I want to tell you in the beginning, is whatever the input that we provide to the model, these are called features in machine learning terms, and whatever the answer it provides the model is called label. And as usual, what we discuss is the story, right? And here also, so this is a two situation. So there is a situation. So we have one chef who is working in 5-star hotel, and other chef who is an average cook. Okay, the competence of both people are different. One is like have expertise into that, and one is a normal person. But the ingredient that we provided, the vegetables, are rotten. To whom? To the expert. And the fresh vegetable we provided to the average chef. Who will give a better dish? Of course the average one, because the ingredient is rotten. How he can do that? He can't change the ingredient. You got my point? So this is the story. Here the chef is the model. We can also say algorithm. And the ingredient is the data. As simple as that. Now in machine learning, data, I just mentioned you. Okay. Now you will ask, okay, every time you are saying data, label, feature, what is it? Now the whole mist is brushed now, and you can see right now this is the data set. This is what a machine learning engineer does, all the collection and cleaning of data, where they invest 80% of the time. What is called feature? Whatever the input we provide to the model are called features. You remember the first story that we discussed, Ramesh Chaiwala? So every day he is going to write it down, what is the temperature, which day, and is it a festive season. So these are the features in machine learning term. And how many cup of chai he sold is the answer. And this is what we call label. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 data set. Okay, so take an example. So in 4 data set, we will train our model in 3 data and ask that, okay, on temperature 15, day Sunday, and no festive season, how much cup of chai could be sold? And machine learning will give you the answer. This is called test data set that we discussed in the early session. You got my point? Now let's come to the most important, I would say, concept that every time you need to remember is feature and label. I have already explained you. just read through it. Input is called features. Okay, these are the clue that machine learning model looks like: temperature, day and festive season. Now label is the answer or the prediction, that like how many cup of chai was sold. Now you see this point, this is very simple. Okay, now comes the most important, the second topic, why we call garbage in and garbage out. This is one of the most important concept that you should know. You can see right now this picture. Say a messy data. What is messy data? Means there is error in the typo. Okay, there is a gap, some data is not being recorded, and some wrong unit. And we provided this to the model. One model is very smart, very nice, very sophisticated model, and we provide this very wrong data, like all garbage data. Then it will predict the garbage value. You can see the best algorithm cannot fix bad data, right? Clean data beats the clever model. Okay, the same model gives useless prediction if the data is messy. No algorithm can fix the bad data. Now these concepts are very important. You just need to remember it one time. What is missing value? Same, I have already given you example. Say someday the temperature was not recorded. Ramesh didn't record the temperature on particular day, or miss it anyhow. It may be possible because human error may be possible, because these data are being collected by whom? By human can make error. Wrong unit. Say some price he wrote in rupees, some he wrote in dollar or in lakhs. Typo error. He was working in Mumbai, he wrote say Mumbai, some capital letter, small letter mismatch, and sometime Bombay. Both represent the same city. And this is very important, outliers. What is outliers? Like outperforms that. Say one day he sold 50,000 cup of tea on a wedding order, then it will mislead the model. It is not following the general pattern. Now this is very important concept. That is why machine learning engineer 80% of the time goes to data cleaning, not tuning the model. It is unglamorous, but where the accuracy is won or lost. Now I have added one very good graph, and from there you can relate this. You can see right now in y-axis I have mentioned accuracy, and x-axis is amount of data. You can see fancy model. This is the fancy model, and this is blue one is simple model with more data. If we provide more number of data, okay, normal model will predict better answer than if we have sophisticated model and we provide less data. And that we are going to prove through this diagram. You can see right now here how much 1000 it is outperforming, 2000 it is outperforming, 3000 outperforming, but when the data goes to 5000, you can say here the simple model win the race. Okay, so what is saying, simple model feeds a lots of data, blue catches up to and beats the fancy model with little data. Now see the next, the famous result in machine learning. Throw more good example at simple model, and it often beats a complex model with little data. Why? Because the model learns the pattern from examples. More examples, you can see more examples, clear pattern. Take an example. Here we have 100 chai sold data, and we provided this to model. It gives a rough idea. But when we have data of 5000 days and we provide this, then it understands the pattern, the weekends, festive, weather, salary days, everything. Now this is the thumb rule. Before reaching for fancier algorithm, means model, first ask, can I get more data? Oh, or cleaner data? That usually helps a lot. Now see, last concept is called feature engineering, and this is where the real game begins. A machine learning engineer who have good expertise into that, they outshine here. What is it? Same again with example. So we have a date. The date is this 26/7/22. We provide that model. What model will understand that this is a date, but what is the relevance of this? Now comes a very expert machine learning engineer, and they engineered that feature. What is it? They will create 3 more feature. It's called is weekend, and they will provide no, this is not a weekend. They will say is a salary day, they will say no, and they will provide month is July. How the model learns the pattern? You know what will happen in this? Now when you provide this, the model has more information, more feature. You can see right now, raw data is this, useless to the model as it is. What is it? It's just number. But when we engineered it and say this is not a weekend, this is not a salary day, this is a month is July, now the model can learn the pattern well. Same data is same, but we added the smart features, and now a much better model there. And this is where the whole experience machine learning engineer quietly win. Okay, now come to the end and discuss what we learned till now in 20 seconds. First, what is data? Data is fuel. Why we call fuel? Because better data, more data, cleaner data, better performance of model. Second, we learn about what is feature and what is label, and we look at the data set example, that what is data set, how a feature looks and how a label looks. And the third one is garbage in, garbage out. We understood through example. And fourth one is more data, cleaner data is better than looking for fancier model. And at last we learn about what is smart features, what is feature engineering. This is the whole game of the whole story. Okay, so thank you so much for being till now, and if you are in the video till now, please like, subscribe and share this channel.